of the hour, let's get you breaking updates of the Enforcement Directorate raids that are being conducted at Satyendra Jain's premises and searches that are also being conducted at the premises linked directly or indirectly to the AAP minister. ED had arrested Jain last week in a money laundering probe revolving around shell companies which were being used to acquire immovable assets in and around Delhi. That was the report suggesting. Going across to Bhavtosh straight away. Good morning to you, Bhavtosh. Just take us through these current searches that are taking place.
Good morning, Amrita. After Satyendra Jain's arrest, there has been open war of words between AAP and BJP, with BJP accusing AAP of shielding Satyendra Jain and not sacking him from the Council of Ministers, and AAP claiming that the arrest is a witch hunt by the centre. These searches have started at around 7 in the morning. We have information that searches are being carried out at his residence in civil lines, though no official word from the Enforcement Directorate. But AAP is saying that searches started early in the morning at his official residence. Now, ED has been probing the money laundering angle of this entire case. Remember, in 2017, the CBI had registered a case of disproportionate asset against Satyendra Jain and subsequently filed a charge against him. Now, this case has gone beyond that. When the Enforcement Directorate started probing this case, they in fact attached assets worth at least 4.81 crore rupees of Satyendra Jain. Last week, he was called in for questioning, after which he was placed under arrest, and then a war of words broke out between AAP and BJP. ED on its part had said that they had done due diligence before carrying out his arrest, and they had in fact said that in the attachment order it was clearly mentioned that relatives of Satyendra Jain did not even know that the land has been transferred in their name when they started probing this case. Now, these are lands around Delhi, and the value of these lands is over 23 crore rupees. Allegations are that when Satyendra Jain was a minister, he was privy to certain cabinet notes that agriculture land are being converted into industrial land, and also commercial mixed land of these land were being changed. And subsequently, through shell companies, he acquired these lands and also wrote off various loans that these shell companies had taken. So very serious charge have been leveled by the Enforcement Directorate. AAP specifically had not answered this question. They have only said that he resigned from the directorship of these companies. But what ED has found that the resigning of directorship did not mean that the family of Jains had in fact did not leave the control of these companies. The ownership of these companies, in fact, changed hand from Satyendra Jain. The ownership of the companies went to his wife and extended family of Satyendra Jain.
But Bhavtosh, what exactly is being cited by the Aam Aadmi Party? Because Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that it was a conspiracy against Satyendra Jain that stands exposed, as he claimed that the centre had admitted in court, or rather the agency, that the AAP minister was not an accused.
Well, what AAP is saying that there is no that he has not been named as an accused as far as this case is concerned. Whereas Enforcement Directorate while seeking his custody has said that since they have not filed a prosecution complaint against Satyendra Jain, he can't be called as an accused. Remember, Enforcement Directorate does not file a charge sheet, they file a prosecution complaint which is akin to a charge sheet, and they have said that since a prosecution complaint has not been filed, it would not be prudent on their part to call him an accused in this case. But they have attached assets worth 4.81 crore rupees of Satyendra Jain. They have also, in fact, called extended family of Satyendra Jain for questioning. There has been an income tax probe against Satyendra Jain, which had, in fact, started way beyond before he, in fact, joined AAP. So he has been under scanner of investigating agency much before he even joined AAP. It's not would be right to say that Satyendra Jain has not been under the scanner of investigating agency. Way back in 2011, 2012, he in fact was raided and his premises were searched. And then the investigating agency, that is CBI, took cognizance of the report that was submitted by the Income Tax Department. They said that his assets grew at least 217 times beyond his source of income. And then taking cognizance of the FIR of CBI, ED then filed a case of money laundering, and ED then called in Satyendra Jain last week for questioning. Because he could not explain the source of his income, they placed him under arrest. And ED had said that they had called in his extended family for questioning. Now, when his family was called in for questioning, extended family was called in for questioning, they did not even know that land was in fact transferred in name, and that was the reason why assets worth at least 4.81 crore rupees was attached, and these land was in fact acquired by various shell companies, which were in fact shell companies that were set up by Satyendra Jain.
All right. So the BJP is also raising those questions that if it is true, the ED has started its investigation under the PML Act, and the CBI has also registered the case, a charge sheet filed by the CBI, which has found evidence of disproportionate assets against Satyendra Jain under the Prevention of Corruption Act. Those are the issues that are being raised by the BJP. The searches are on. We'll keep our viewers updated on the same. Bhavtosh, thank you very much for the moment. Let's move